Buongiorno e benvenuti a Pink Pride Arabic Edition. Parleremo di donne e nuove opportunità. Lo faremo con Said Omar, che ringraziamo per essere qui con noi e per aver accettato il nostro invito. Tu e la tua partner state lavorando a 3 interessantissimi progetti dedicati alle donne. Si tratta di 3 brand. Quali le peculiarità di questi 3 progetti?
I can tell you a bit about what we actually started. What we started was 10 years ago. We realized a problem in our economy and a problem in our social communities. And that problem was to do with the women employment and them participating in the labor force. So what we started thinking is that there are a lot of women who have a lot of capabilities, and as a matter of fact, there are for every one person, one man going to universities, there are two women going to universities. But at the same time, when they reach the age of 25, they leave work, they get married, and they disappear from the workforce, from the labor force. So we thought that there is a problem in our economy. The most capable people who are better achieved even in university, they have better grades than their men counterparts, and then they disappear from the labor force. That could be a problem. The participation of female employment, according to the International Labour Organization, in the region is the lowest in the whole world. We are at 23% in terms of female employment. In Saudi Arabia, it's 17%. And in the country I am living in, which is Jordan, it's even less than that. It's around 13%. So it's a big problem. And when we have the best of our resources, determined women, powerful women, strong women, who want to actually do well and start their own businesses, probably they want to create work in their careers and do very well, but they are held back by probably society, social, economical barriers and challenges. So we thought with the advent of the internet, we could do something about it. And that's exactly what we started in 2010. We opened a platform, we called it Sittati Biyut, which in Arabic means housewives. And we opened the door for all disciplines, all domains of women to participate and talk about what they want to do. And because there were a lot of domains, I mean, this is the last bit I will tell you. I will end up answering your question. Around 2013, 14, we reached around 1 million followers and fans on social media. We have around more than 500,000 on YouTube. And the website, we registered around 50,000 people. But by then, we discovered that we were doing too many things. So we focused on the sewing, needlework, embroidery, the kind of skills that can be done from home, that can be produced from home. And we focused on fashionable women who want to actually create their own collections. And from there on, we started doing 3 things. One, and that's when we divided the company. One, we actually have an academy online. It has around 200 videos in Arabic talking about how to do a home-based business focused on sewing, focused on embroidery. And number two, we started providing world-class yarn, fabric, textiles, tools, and even books and resources. And number three, which is the T-shirt I'm wearing right now, it's called Makesy, and it's a global website for anybody, anywhere, to make anything that they want in terms of garments. They can create their own gown, they can create their own cardigan, their own jacket. Even fashion buyers and fashion retailers can basically connect on the platform and ask to do their collections. So the three subsidiaries all work with women. 100%. And we are a fair trade compliant. We work and we pay above market prices. And the three of them work together. The academy trains the women, and then we provide them with the yarn and the tools. And thirdly, we provide them with the orders that will keep their businesses working.
Qual è la percezione da parte della società del ruolo della donna nel mondo del lavoro e quali sono le opportunità e gli stimoli offerti?
A lot of industries, new ideas. The marketplace in in the whole of the region, in the Middle East, the Arabic countries, the Islamic culture is very receptive. Okay, my internet is good. It's very receptive to new ideas, to disruptive ideas, and in a large way, most of these ideas have been ushered into the market by women, and not the past 100 years. I mean, throughout our history. But recently, the most difficult challenge has been that of economics, not necessarily traditionally. So our society is open to successful women entrepreneurs who are pursuing their businesses. There are, of course, some challenges. They look at anybody who's successful with doubt, as anybody anywhere around the world. Once they see some successful entrepreneur, they fight. You know what they say. They fight them at the beginning, and then they join him at the later stage. So it's pretty much the same. But it's particularly difficult for women in the Arab world because it's difficult for women everywhere, I believe, because they have more challenges. Holding so many different things and responsibilities at the same time. So it's pretty much the same over here. We have been, yes, you go ahead.
Thank you. Allora, per dare in realtà la risposta forse...
Come ti percepisci rispetto a questo progetto nato per valorizzare le donne nel mondo del lavoro?
If you look at any business or any industry, you'll see you'll be able to dissect it in different parts. And it will eventually create the supply chain that makes that business run. As an example, the industries that we're in, which is the fashion industry, there are production and there are quality controls and there are shipment and then there are customer relationship management, and then the foundation should be the business or the technical support. So if you dissect it and if you take it each on its own and do it well, and then combine it with each other, you will have a successful business. What we realized is that women are great when they focus. They are people, individuals, and they can't run a whole. Sometimes it's hugely expected. It's a huge expectations from them to run their businesses and to succeed. There are so much at stake. There are so many different things that needs to be done. So what we did in our business is to divide all of these things and make it easier for women to plug in and say to them that, okay, you can handle the production and we will handle the promotion, we will handle the delivery, we will handle the packaging and the control and the customer satisfaction and the payment. All you have to do is perfect your collection design and produce it on time. And it's not basically something that is difficult to see, but it's difficult to actually implement on the ground. But so far, after 10 years, we've been able to do it right, and we've been able to actually let them focus with what they can do best, which is production and producing their own products.
Come è strutturata la vostra azienda e il vostro core business e come avete organizzato il vostro lavoro in sinergia?
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, when me and Nada founded the organization in 2010, it was conceptualized by us. We looked hard into the problems that we had, the challenges. So her role was a strategy. It continues to be very strategic decisions that we make, big decisions, as in dividing the company and focusing on different basic verticals within the industry. So she leads on the strategic part. She leads on the design part, and she has a big influence as well on the kind of skills and makers. We call them makers, the women who end up basically producing the orders that we have, the ones we actually train and supply material with, and then they become entrepreneurs in their own right. She has a good um, take on who actually makes it as a maker. We have an assessment process. Overall, we have 9 employees, and we have a production unit of 3 people. They do the work of 30 people. As well, we have marketing. I work in marketing. We have a business development. We have as well sales support, and then we have delivery and all the logistical stuff. And the way we work right now, since May, we've been working remotely. Um, we have a very strong technical structure. Everything is recorded online on our own website and platform, from ordering, from the women who are actually taking the courses and then qualifying them and giving them assessments. So everything is recorded online, and we do a lot of the way we're speaking right now. This is how we do meetings now. This is the new norm with the COVID-19.
Allora, certo,
Chi sono state create queste piattaforme?
We've done it internally. We run as a startup, a
Ah.
technology startup. We are very focused on the technology, and we build it on React, which is the fastest technology out there. We're going to be doing mobile apps. It's an internal process. And he's one of Ahmad is basically the chief technology officer, and he works for the company. Everything you see and we work on is done internally.
tutto in realtà fatto
Ringrazio i nostri telespettatori per averci seguito e do a tutti l'appuntamento alla prossima puntata di Pink Pride Arabic Edition.